Hey folks, in today's video we're back with more high score Balatro. In this run, a Perkeo showed up while I was still in the setup phase, allowing me to generate dust to make my deck idle ready just in time to survive in Endless. From there, it was just a matter of whether I could find the Observatory Voucher so that Perkeo could contribute to my scoring. Enjoy the video. Okay, voucher good. Cold money. My man. Perfect. Oh my god. It's blank. Probably do need to open these buffoon packs here. This probably sells for the most. Blue! Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Hope the runs went well today. We're doing some nice casual runs. We just rolled 500 times and didn't see a single blueprint. Sub 6 hours and 100%? Holy. I don't think I can focus my attention on 6 hours of anything straight. That's impressive. Wait a minute. We? Alright, we need the voucher, don't botch that. We need to check the standard pack for red seal and purple. I guess the red seal was another difficult thing that we did last run. Let's see if we can pick up another 2 just to get the Wii somewhere. Cool. We're actually kind of scoring too much right now. Wait, another acceptable voucher early? We don't need the blue. Beautiful. Now I guess we discard. Oh, since Kai and Blue are here now, Kai, what is the current Nanimp world record for speedrunning? I haven't been keeping up with that. Ox, thank you for the donation. Sub 45? Well, there you go, Blue. There's a new goal for you too in a different game. That is absurd. That's legendary list too, right? Takes me 2 hours when I'm going fast. After editing. Wait a minute. Red seal? Unbelievable. Some purple. Yeah, 45 legendary lists is absurd. Like, with a legendary, it goes faster. You just have to get lucky, but sub 45 legendary lists isn't, like, that's obscene. It's taken me 3 hours in some attempts.
feel like all Hollow Knight players gravitate towards Balatro eventually. I mean, everyone does, right? Every game is Balatro now, so it's inevitable. Balatro is inevitable. We didn't get this voucher last time either. That could have given us more time to set up. Worst case scenario, we strength it into a 6 and use it for the... And use it for the Sixth Sense. That's definitely around the corner. But it is kind of important to get a red seal on the board. Strength. Well, gotta start somewhere, right? That's 1 strength down.
Well met.
No, it won't give us two spectrals if we use it on Sixth Sense. We'll do that just so that it's no longer in the deck, was the idea. Beautiful. Alright. How many more? Could be an ancient angle. It's a little bit awkward. I'm back. My order of wings has arrived. Did you get enough to share with everyone? Also, what type of wings are we talking about here? Nobody asked me what I wanted. E, thank you for the membership. Whoops. Oh, right. We went down in ante. Certificate? Add a little bit more deck bloat. And a useful voucher, maybe? I mean, it's not bloat if it's good. That's what I learned from Turtlebean. Anything in here? Nope.
Well
Still nope.
met.
Rune, thank you for the prime. The whiff. Oh! Hold. Money. Nope. Shiny. We might want this later. No, I think by the time this actually does anything, we'll be trying to get out of chips. There's a Hermit in my Fool. One hand type. Wait. We get out of this now? You play Hearthstone still. Not if I can help it. Going on over a year clean and sober now. Perfect. Wubba lubba dubba Dub. Thank you for the membership. What a name. Nothing but useful vouchers so far. You love to see it. I think we passed the heart boss. What's that? Nothing? Rage bait, maybe?
Well met.
Pancake, thank you for the 2 months. My god. What, the Hermit's Flow? Anything in here? Wonder if I need the deck with the 57 card deck. Is a Hanged Man worth $20 here? I think so.
Well met.
Tyson, thank you for the prime. And surely it does more than that. Hold. The 8-ball, it does nothing. Where's Zeno? I just want to talk to him. I gave up Wii scaling for that. Nice. Aces. More money. Break. Coward. Oh! We can get them both here. Twos. Oh my god, it's an overstock. We've done it. It's possible. It didn't take 17 antes this time. Awkward. Whoops. Maybe it won't take 500 rerolls to find the blueprint now. Sorry, 560 or whatever it was.
Well met.
And also, we didn't find the blueprint, so. Draco, thank you for the prime. Stonks. Got the rebate. Do you want this for later? Nah. $9 in hand. Break, please. Coward. Only have the one. Second Hacker Man. It's about as good as the first one was. Really need to clean up the deck some. That'll help. Voucher check. Guess it makes the To the Moon a little better. I still want to roll here because we need some better tarots. Maybe I should have deathed the purple. Maybe we should still death the purple. That's what we need. Not the best death, but it's something. Another one? Make another purple. What? We've done it. Okay, don't play high card in the boss. Looking for kings. Okay, let's just copy this then. Done it, chat. We found a single blueprint today. Probably don't want the bag of bussy here. Although I would love to fix the deck. It's just we have a lot of money. Don't play high card. Queens. Didn't want that to land anyway. Beautiful. Surely a blue seal is worth $162, right? Purple. More purple. Finally a bad voucher. Voucher skip. Whoops. Oh! Okay. Now I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. That's a good start. It's a great start, in fact. I think it's too early to skip for a voucher. For like one voucher. Our scoring is still not great. Is the hangman better? Maybe do one of each. Perfect. Alright, we do need to find a sixth sense rather quickly. Mr. Pluto. Probably doesn't matter. Do we even beat the Violet Vessel here? Okay. Might need this card. Might need to play kings. For a 4 of a kind. Okay, we're fine. It's a little close there. Had to make some compromises as well. That's why I hate Perkeo runs. Okay, that'll help. We might need to get out of this and into the photograph. Maybe we make some steel. Now that I think about it. And that's the way to go. I need to find something for it to do, I guess. Kings. Sure. I know it's about 100K. It's $10 versus $9. Sure. Oh, yeah, it is $12. I forgot about the blueprint. I feel like the death just has to be it, right? How good is the square joker? It is 100% of our scoring. So I'd say pretty good.
Well met.
Giddy up, thank you for the 2.
Well met.
And Wool, thank you for the prime. Oh. I think I just have to set this up. We need to be able to shift to Molt soon. Ah! Not the 6. Oops. But we really botched the blueprint that round. Come back for the mime. Alright, we might be able to stabilize here.
Well met.
The wall. Does mean we're gonna have to give up our 6s, which means we can't really do anything other than observatory with the Perkeo, right? Let's see what this looks like real quick. Unless we encounter a Baron. Mime has been useless for 5 antes and then it went. You're the expert. Can't Ecto here, but can immolate. Very nice. That went about as poorly as you can expect. I don't think I actually want that. We don't need that. Cool.
Well met.
Kahuli, thank you for the prime. It's a good looking negative at least. But it gets frequently sold here. 6 of spades. Guess our deck isn't very well fixed. That'll help with the purples. Actually, maybe the sun was worth a longer look there. Did I just death a non-red seal? Am I okay? This one. There's no way it still hasn't hit a single time. Okay, it's probably worth playing the... Nope, still not yet. Let's see if we can break this. You think you will Naniv? It depends on how attached to this Perkeo I become. We might just go idle Observatory and call it a fun run. Oh my god, it hit. We do not currently have the tools to make it a likely Nanymph. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oil? Unlucky. This one. Problem is our scoring is in danger as early as next ante. We missed. Oh no. That helps. Can't take a voucher skip here. We need to set up the idol. Do we ever make glass? What is the 14? No, that's fine. Just a couple hands ought to do it here. Oh god. The Sixth Sense dream is gone. Long live the Observatory dream. Trading card versus golden ticket in this situation, what will you choose? Golden ticket is common, so I'd probably wait for it to come back after I'm done setting up the deck, which we're very close to doing anyway. Don't really want to do a dusk right now. Hi, Mark. One, two, three. King of Hearts again. Okay, we have 2 cards left. We just don't have that many discards, so trading card probably wants to go here. Wait a minute. That's bad. Let's at least get the 3 out, though. GG, yeah, how are we ever going to win this one? Have I mentioned how much I hate Perkeo runs? Because I do hate them. How can I not draw that 3, man? Maybe I need it not to? Maybe that's the way. I think a dusk will get us there. So, regrets. Okay. Let's see how many, like, let's see if this clears, and then we know how much we need to panic. It has the upside of also marginally improving the chances of hitting the idol when it's not the copy. I think this might be enough already, yeah. .2, like just enough. Why 3 of spades though? It's literally the only card left in my deck. What? What other card would you have me use? Right, it's not active anyway. Huge breaks. Alright, now I guess we work on undoing that real quick. Probably does mean getting out of this for the time being. Egg. 4 left. No. Guess we're taking the voucher skip here. So we need vouchers for the Perkeo to do anything. Okay, we're probably gonna buy this anyway. Looking for a bloodstone right now. Bloodstone is not good for me right now. I have better bloodstone. One more. It's an annoying time for the boss, but I suppose it could give me extra time to maybe draw the card. Nope. Bottom decked it. Very cool. At least we got Overstock Plus here. Maybe that's just not better unless it's a sock. Probably gonna sell it anyway. And it's back. And it's gone again. Alright, this should be a much easier time to get the 3 outs. Castle is not something I'd ever expect from Roffle. Understanding context is not something I'd ever understand from chat, so we're even. It'll be gone soon anyway. think we stop rolling until after we rip the invis because we want to take the better odds. I'm going to keep the Perkeo just because it's funny. So it will be a 50-50. I don't want the Dusk. It's good here. But again, I would sell out of it. Ah! Yeah, we do need to start saving up heiresses after we rip the invis so that we can start stockpiling them in case the observatory goes up. The thought of playing towards Dusk, I mean, that's what we're already doing anyway, right? We didn't skip the Dusk because Dusk is bad. We skipped the Dusk because we wanted to land on one of these two. And because we don't need the Dusk yet. You have more money in Balatro than I do in my bank account, and it's a lot easier to get in Balatro than real life. That's probably why. Can you sell Invis yet? It'd be a pretty bad idea when it's on wet edit too. It does a little dance for you when it's ready, that's how you know. The observatory shows up, are we doing a Baron pivot or Stalking Heiress? Probably the Heiress Stalking, because that's actually better than Observatory with Baron. Again, because baseline, we can take additional Ectos if we ever get one. And like without hand size manipulation, Idol can score more than Baron usually. We won't get Nan Nymph, but that's fine. That's not the goal. Or not necessarily the goal. With how bad the vouchers have been for that. Alright, the correct thing to do is probably part ways with the Perkeo, but, like, it's very rare that you get a Perkeo, right? So, huge rewarded, Giga rewarded, and there's an Heiress in the shop. Now we just need the vouchers to cooperate. Hold on. Let's see if we can get that golden ticket back. Ola is what we want. We need voucher skip still because we need... Perkeo or the observatory. Because our vouchers are horrific right now and are, as they often tend to be, pretty limiting. Because we need like an omen globe, which is possible to get at least. But we also need telescope before we can even get observatory. No voucher skips. Huge. That's exactly what we needed because we want to sell this for the dusk anyway. Or the dusk, the dock. Technically not too late to pivot. What would you rather see, Chad? Baron or Idol? Idol, okay, it's an overwhelming Idol. Technically Baron is more econ. It's fine. We could even do a potential turtle bean bug next ante if we wanted to. That's funny. We would have been better off with the Baron. Because we don't have a sock right now.
Well met.
Ninetales, thank you for the sub. The voucher's even favorable right now for the Baron. That's a good point. We don't have hand size. Our vouchers are not great for anything. What if we... It might be a golden ticket angle in favor of the brainstorm. So that we can actually roll into the sock. 6 cents, man. Like, there's a decent chance that next ante... we'd go for the bean bug and sell it anyway, right? So, might as well do it early. Never mind. I mean, that was gonna happen anyway, so... what is it, like this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Could just be all on idle for ease.
Well met.
Huntus, thank you for the sub.
Well met.
And Squeaker Boodle, thank you for the prime. Okay. Just need another... If only this were the run where we got the nat negative golden ticket, right? But we are going to need some, like, again, we're just giving up a Joker slot to potential man over here. Which means we're a lot weaker than we need to be. Alright, we'll do the slowdown tech. But we only have a few antes left if we don't get something soon. Nope. Nope. Oh! Imagine, I don't know if it was fast enough, though. Nah. There's a world where we get magic trick here. Richie, thank you for the membership. Oh. Nah. Probably need to start making a little bit of extra glass here. Don't label me, thank you for the super chat. Any thoughts on making some magic cards for the money hits? We could. Like, my inventory doesn't really want to be clogged with things that aren't Eris right now. The run stopped being something I was interested in min-maxing the moment we hit the Perkeo. Min-maxing a Perkeo build is miserable. Never used Observatory for stuff like this. It's either to barely live gold stake runs. That's its most common use case, but again, it's not every day you get a Perkeo. Okay. Do you consider looking for the polychrome? Where? In the packs, it would have to be a polychrome and a red seal and a king of hearts in order to be worth taking. But at the very least, it would have to be polychrome and a red seal in order to be better than just a red seal. I think we probably have next ante with glass, but looks like we might come up short before we get the observatory. Should you consider an ecto if it appears? What do you... No. Definitely not. So we have maybe at most 2 more vouchers that we get to see. Wait a minute. That's actually gigantic. That might give me another extra ante. Imagine that were at dusk, though. Wait, did we hit the... No. All we need is for the seltzer to buy us enough time to get to the observatory. Sunbird, thank you for the bits. Glad you're enjoying the content. It's unfortunate. Well, we hit spectrals finally, but not the right ones. I mean, that's technically better, but only until the seltzer runs out. And then we just have to try and sell it for a sock again anyway.
Well met.
Macaulay, thank you for the prime. skip to preserve Seltzer. That doesn't... I die sooner than Seltzer runs out, first of all. Second of all, no. That's not a good play because I have a Perkeo. Many planets is a minimum for Nan-Nymph, a lot more than we're going to be able to make. Would have been a waste of a Seltzer charge. E50. Should be easy to remember. Seltzer matters a lot because it keeps us alive longer to potentially get Observatory, right? When I say that Seltzer dies, or we die before the Seltzer dies, without Observatory, what do you think that means? Larga, thank you for the legendary membership. Appreciate that. And Memphis, thank you for the membership. Those are not what we need. You're gonna come to the highest ante. I'm dead in 2. So probably not. Even if we get the best possible outcome, we're not making it to ante 39. But also, more importantly, we're dead in 2 antes. As things currently stand, unless... Now there's an argument to skip. After... Well, okay. After we potentially find a dusk. No, we can't do dusk. It has to be brainstorm. Skip for the double tag, maybe. Oh man, that's rough that we can't actually make use of that because it'll burn through the Seltzer too fast. So maybe it is this. So that we can get the copy and effects. Hold. 0 for 2. Alright, do we take the negatives or the rare skip and hope for brainstorm, or pray that like exactly next to ante there's a voucher skip? I think it's gotta be the rare skip here. Yeah, because Brainstorm does give us a lot longer if we do find it. Because it both accelerates our scoring and the Perkeo, which, like, the Seltzer can't do. E50 is our score right now. Oh god. I was so focused on the rares bricking that I had a delayed reaction to the observatory and then almost choked to death. Worth it. We probably don't need glass here now. But we should still start saving some glass. Alright, we still do need to find that brainstorm. Could also go showman for another blueprint, but I think we'd rather just find the brainstorm, right? So that we can keep farming money off of the rebate. Dusk is very good here, but because it's not yet necessary, we really want this slot to be exactly brainstorm so that we can accelerate the Perkeo. Don't label me, thank you for the super chat. Like, Dusk is obviously very good, it's just not good enough. After we, like, if we had not gotten exactly Observatory there, we absolutely buy the Dusk. But now we have the right to be greedy because we have the Observatory. Is this an official tuber now? Yeah, probably. It was not looking good until that very moment. Oh, right. There's the time that it takes to play the hands now that we have to wait through. It's been a while since I've gotten an observatory online like this. But it is satisfying to watch it tick out. Nice. We do lose quite a bit when we get out of the seltzer, but it's fine. Trib? Trib? I mean, it's bad most of the time, but we have to take it. It's a 1 in 4 to be in a great spot. Oh. Bummer. Well. Can I offer you an egg in this trying time? Maybe 2? Alright, where are you, Brian? Guess I should be popping these. Just wait for the seltzer to pop. We could also just rip it off now because it doesn't do anything for us. But that gives us some decent security for like worst case scenario, it hits something that we don't want that we just sell once we find the brainstorm. There's no point in taking in a spectral skip is one of the worst skips you can take because it has very low odds, and we have Omen Globe, so we can just get... We'd rather just see shops to keep the Perkeo chain rolling, as well as, like, we can get our spectrals from Arcana packs. So, again, it's just... Spectral is a bad skip because you only see 2 spectrals. Yeah, Blueprint, or Perkeo is probably the worst hit. It's a 50-50 to hit a Blueprint again. Last hand with the seltzer. Goodbye, seltzer. Thank you for the save. Alright, blueprint, blueprint, blueprint. Oh, okay. Now we're just holding out for another Ecto. 20 is more than 16. Now we go 1 and 1. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. Hitting a blueprint there was a 1 and 2. Sad part about going for airs is that you can't use more Ectos just to have a 1-card hand. You wouldn't do that if you're going for Plutos either. Because you'd get better value off of the steel in hand. Oops.
Well met.
Horizon, thank you for the 2. Glad you're enjoying the content. The fact that we have 4 blueprints and still have the capacity to, like, roll Ecto into Brainstorm is really nice. The Nan-Inf run luck has been horrific lately, but at least this run has had some good luck. Yeah? Maybe? No. Yeah? Maybe? Do I need any vouchers? Not really. We're just kind of dead soon if we don't find the Ecto. So I think we'd just rather have some additional copies of Eris. The Depressed Muffin, thank you for the prime. How many plans to Nymph? Significant, like 7 or 8 times as many as we currently have, maybe 6 or 7. So we're just not getting there. Guile, thank you for the 3. Like, you can see how much closer these numbers are getting to one another, right? That means we're dead soon. We just simply need to find the Ecto, though. Full Polychrome hand essentially gets us, what, 20 Erises? And even I don't think that'll be enough. Yeah, I've done... I've done the Perkeo Ante-39 as well, or like, Tribulate. Ooh! Run before. Disappointed. And a Perkeo Observatory run as well. You need a lot more than you think you do. Nymph is a lot bigger number than you think it is. It's not the worst spectral pack we got. Like, the Cryptid isn't bad. We're just not going to run out of glass. Can you explain why you dislike Perkeo runs? Because Perkeo on its own is extraordinarily weak. But, because chat sees it do cool things like this, they always expect it to, as soon as you hit a Perkeo, it's an immediate Nymph. Is this Nymph? Nymph? And most of the time, what Perkeo gives you is $10 when you sell it. So it puts a lot of stress on me to, like, get the run into a situation like this where it actually does something. Early game Perkeo is just a Cartomancer plus. Yeah, I mean, it helped us get the idol online a lot faster, but like without a blueprint, without a brainstorm, without copying effects to accelerate the Perkeo, it's not fast enough, and there are just better resources that you can use to get those type of decks online. That's our worst boss blind, isn't it? Early Perkeo get feels bad. Guess when we got the Perkeo. Verdant Leaf. We already passed the Verdant Leaf though, didn't we? No, it was Violent Vessel for no. I think we just tank it then, right? Let's see what our score is like, because we're getting a lot of score from here. No, I'm pretty sure it like we almost died because it was Violet Vessel, right? Yeah, late Perkeo isn't great either. It's just Perkeo is an extremely context dependent Joker. And people overrate it and assume that it's good in all situations, but it is good in an extraordinarily narrow set of circumstances. But like, because chat doesn't understand context, they that fact is lost on them. Like, I think we've got enough space in our score that as long as one of the, like, even if once a blueprint gets deactivated, I think we're just fine. I mean, I guess. For, like, the moonshot. You lose, like, 6Cs from a blueprint getting hit if my math is right? Yeah. And, like, worst case scenario, if it hit, we just... throw some glass if we really need it. Because we've got plenty of glass. Really find an opportunity to do a full run with Perkeo, mainly used for econ and deck fixing? Yep. Especially when you're like on a gold stake run. Most of the time, Perkeo isn't going to do much for you because you're just trying to get through ante 8, right? Best case scenario, we hit Perkeo. Worst case scenario, we die. I don't think there's a world where we die. Unless it just ping-pongs back and forth between Sock and Buskin 5 times. But... or the idol and Sock and Buskin. But it's like no one's that unlucky. Surely. And at least I'll get a good clip out of it. We're almost dead anyway, so it doesn't... it's not like it's going to shorten the run that much. And I think the reroll into... into Verdant Leaf is just worse because then we have to sell the Perkeo. Should be fine. That was my favorite blue. It might be the OG blue. Blueprint copies is a disabled Joker. Does it work? Nope, the Joker is disabled, so there's nothing to copy.
Well met.
Gems, thank you for the 2. You've got to be kidding me, man. That happened earlier when we faced the plant, too, didn't it? Alright, brainstorm. Go yourself, Brian.
Well met.
Full Metal Wool, thank you for the 6. We'll also take a Dusk. Probably should have taken that business card. Golden Ticket would be pretty good here, too. Golden Ticket would actually be very good now that we don't have the Seltzer. Might force us to risk some glass a little early, but it doesn't matter that much. Wow, 3 blueprints? You're gonna want to count again. Let's do 1 discard here. Okay. We don't have that many gold cards left to do this. So we'll just take what we're given. I do think I'd probably want to rebate more than I want the golden ticket now, even though it's less money. It's just less annoying. It's because of the composition of my deck right now. Does this take more or less time than Baron with the mime retriggers at the end, chat? Somebody get a stopwatch out. Way less time? I don't know about way less. It takes a while. Especially since we have to farm it twice with the or multiple times with the golden ticket, right? Seltzer, not it. I really don't even want it to be a dusk. I want, like, it might have to be just to keep us alive, but I really want the brainstorm to accelerate the It's more money, but it's a lot riskier. I'm gonna just do that. Technocrat, thank you for the gifted membership. Whoa. Rebate is more money? I thought that was ticket? Isn't that what I said? Sometimes my brain says something that my mouth doesn't. Maybe we just risk the glass because it doesn't really matter. No responsible person has ever run out of glass in their entire life. Easy. No. You already know I'm addicted to it.
Well met.
Mervin, thank you for the 17. The Baron's back. It is getting kind of urgent. Oh! First time we've done that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there goes the Nan Nymph. That hurt to watch? Skill issue. If it bothers, if someone doing something in a video game bothers you in any way, that's on you. And kind of sad. I wonder if we even have enough gold cards total to justify the golden ticket at this point. We've swapped a lot to glass. If I want the planets trigger, I'm not playing a flush 5. They only trigger on the hand that they level up. Let's get a preemptive move here. Hand size is meaningless. Guess we might as well. What were we scoring? It's like right on the edge, isn't it? Before we throw glass. So that blunder may actually cost me, or force me to throw some glass. It does tell me we need to find, like, let's do this. We need to find a scoring option soon, so it might just have to be the Dusk. Probably not worth anymore. Here's the Dusk. Like, we still have the capacity to find a Brainstorm, right? I think even if, like, no matter what, I'm just taking the,
Well met.
the Dusk there. Amazing plays, thank you for the 3.
Well met.
5 and 4. What, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Sure. Shira, thank you for the Prime as well. So now it's wait for Brainstorm and then go till the run dies? Yep. But, like, the run's gonna die soon anyway. Whether or not the Brainstorm shows up. We've got maybe like 2 or 3 more antes if I had to guess. But that's without the Brainstorm potentially accelerating things. Like a 5th copy Joker does wonders for adding to this. Throwing glass also helps. So there are things that can improve upon this. Like, even outside of the brainstorm, it's just the run's been on its death spiral since we went with the idol for the Perkeo. Yep. Probably couldn't have gotten to ante 39 if it had gone Baron Mime anyway. Yeah, that's why I made the decision, right? Because we didn't have any scoring with the Perkeo initially, and so we couldn't do anything with, like... The only way that we could have gotten there was with the cryptid game plan, not the Observatory. We could have maybe gotten Nan-Inf, but we wouldn't have gotten ante 39. Because I think we would have just died at ante 32 most of the time. The shop is getting a little chunky thanks to all the planets. Hey, welcome, Butters. Here, here, here. There we go. Would a Joker that retriggers all cards be too broken to be added? I can't imagine anything of the sort being included in this game. Are we beating E110? Think so. If memory serves. $18 now? Okay. Thank you. So we've basically just got this ante to find it, right? Maybe next. Drew, thank you for the membership. But even then, like, we still just kind of die anyway, right? Like, Brainstorm doesn't accelerate the planets fast enough to actually keep pace with the blind, so it doesn't matter. Like, we would have needed this setup with the blueprint or with the brainstorm, like 10 antes go. Would Brainstorm extend the run because it gives one more errors for Observatory? Yes, but again, it needed to happen a lot sooner for that to matter, right? We're just... Because going from 4 to 5 does not make a meaningful difference when the blind scales significantly more than that. But the flexibility of the Brainstorm is what makes it good. It gives us both an effective second dusk, or it's effectively a dusk while also giving us one additional... Perkeo hit. Five to 6? Sure, whatever. Point still stands. We probably do want to reroll the boss just so that we don't throw glass unnecessarily. You have a money engine right now? Nope. Not really anything I can do about it though, right? I need, if I sell my jokers that score me points, I die. Brainstorm gives one more E per ante functionally? Yeah. So it's unlikely to make a difference. I almost just threw the hand mindlessly. Brainstorm never came back? I mean, it's not too late. Well, I mean, it's too late, but it could still come back. Sack, thank you for the donation. Not every casual Friday run needs to be an imp run, I guess. They can still be entertaining when we do something different. And on the bright side, it didn't take 750 rerolls to find a blueprint this time. Or 560. I think the money is the thing that matters. Boy's persistent. Is it worth grabbing Seltzer for sanity? Maybe. Sure, why not? Said earlier is Ante 39 today. I got bad news, Zeno. You lied just like you do with the 8-ball odds. We did get a nice run going, though. Aha, that streamer got a case of chat brain. We got him, chat. Any movement on a minor league Balatro to develop young talents? It's part of how Vagabond got in, is he won minor league Balatro last season. $121. Actually making decent progress. But again, it peters out. pretty quickly when things... There's the mime. There have been so many invisible jokers this run. Hence the, you know, extra blueprints. What were we scoring? 121. We need glass here, don't we? Probably not full glass, but let's just get an idea of our top end anyway. In which case, I think we want one sock copy. This is 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Oh, Chad, I also got a new Mega Bonk high score last night after the Major League Balatro match. I was cooking. Captain Butters, thank you for the sub. 692,000 on Mega Chad. I looked it up, and it would have been like the #2 validated run this patch for Mega Chad if I had recorded it. But I was just playing on my laptop in bed. I had like 2 million X damage out by the end of it. It was pretty sweet. Yeah, Mega Bonk is basically 3D Vampire Survivors. But it's also got some, like, elements of Risk of Rain in it as well. With, like, the shrines and stuff. I don't know. I'm done thinking this run. I'm just going to send glass out. Yeah, it's very addicting. But also, I've been in, like, a high score war with one of my friends, and he had me beat for a bit, but then I got 2 runs back-to-back that are pretty far ahead of his. There's a lot of depth, you know, the full strategy, like, high Eclipse, Risk of Rain 2, that's true. That's true, like, a lot of times on, like, the Mega Bonk high score runs, the final day is just trivial, so, like, you're just standing still waiting around for, like, 40 minutes while the number goes up. Similar to, like, how the Balatro runs go, when you do the work early and then just sit back and watch. Past 2 full glass hands, none broke. It's payback from yesterday in Major League Balatro. Where instead every glass broke. Probably get away with something like this, right? It'll be funny if we die anyway. Hey, congrats, Hound. Well done.
Well met.
Asian Karl Marx, thank you for the 3. There you go, chat. You happy now? Some glass broke. I think after the first couple of runs today, or it was only one other run today. I think after the first run today, you have no right to call me lucky. All right? How dare you? Throw it on the pile. Why couldn't they be useful? Negatives. Voucher skip. 136. Do we get that? Probably with full glass, right? Arnav, thank you for the soup chat. Appreciate the congrats. You not seen Brainstorm this entire run? No, I sold it for a sock. Actually, I sold it for a golden ticket so that I could get to the sock, I think is what happened there. But in my defense, I had 3 blueprints at the time. Seltzer was useful earlier, that's true. Seltzer probably kept us alive, or at least kept the glass alive, right? We could have just traded the Seltzer for glass. Because we weren't throwing glass by the time we got the observatory online. But it would have been a lot sketchier. Of the glass or polychrome, maybe give us 1 extra ante. Fortunately, that is outside of my control. What about hand levels? Do they help? Nope. We actually have all the vouchers? Not even close, no. Because there are a lot of vouchers that we're just not wanting to take. And there really aren't many, or there really aren't any vouchers that are helpful at this point. Like, vouchers don't matter. I know we weren't taking Magic Trick, yeah. Because there's no reason to when we have the vouchers that we need already. The only voucher that we needed was Observatory and Antimatter. Like, it's different than an NM run where you need a larger assortment of vouchers. As a stubborn brainstorm. Looking forward to seeing the reroll number. It's a little deceptive this time because we rolled hard at the beginning to try and set up the build, right? We did, again, have a brainstorm at one point, so it's not like that run where it was legitimate. Well, last run was, first of all, nearly 600 rerolls and not a single blueprint. The other one, the bad one, was like over 700 just to find the first blueprint. You hurt Brian's feelings when you sold him? Could be. Oh my god. 47 we might have next ante. No aura. Streamer auraless once more. Fortunately, it barely comes up short. Oh. Bummer. That's alright. Was a good run. Brainstorm 2 antes ago when I done it, but now it's too late? Yeah. What are you gonna do? Oof. Choppy. We could do 2 for old time's sake. Oh my god. We're like rowing upstream in a river rafting boat right now. Okay, the perfect hand. Good run. GG's. And now multiple flesh vives per round, because that would be a meaningless... because then we would take our score from E148 to E148. What would happen is we'd probably be like E130 or something before the Dusk Hand, and then we'd still not... Then we'd go up to E148. But mostly so that we don't have to suffer through this multiple times. Like, look at the difference in the score here versus what we're about to get. Obviously, we weren't copying the idol or the sock properly, but... GG. The point still stands.